What's going on, COD fans? Today we're going to be going over what to expect from the Call of Duty Next event on September 15th. First things first, as I said, this will be happening on September 15th, which is a Thursday. The beta weekend for PlayStation Early Access will start that Friday the next day. So most likely this event will start later in the day on Thursday. You know, they're going to be waiting for people to get off work since it's just a weekday. They wouldn't want to do this early on in the day. So my prediction is probably around 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, although I wouldn't be surprised if we see it at a different time. The second and most important thing on the agenda, in my opinion, is we're going to see a full multiplayer reveal. What to expect for this multiplayer reveal? Obviously nothing is confirmed, but most likely what we will see is some sort of cinematic trailer that displays some of the operators, maps, guns, new features. We saw a lot of the wall breaking features in the full multiplayer reveal for Vanguard. This time their biggest new feature is the swimming mechanic, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of the new swimming features in this trailer, as well as we will most likely see some cosmetics and kill streaks. Like I said, this is the full multiplayer reveal. This won't be a teaser, any more stupid things like that. They're actually going to reveal the full trailer, which will likely be, 2 to 3 minutes long. And then afterwards, we're going to end up having gameplay, but we'll talk about that in a minute. They will also be covering the future of Warzone at this COD Next event. If you remember back in the Vanguard multiplayer reveal, at the end, they showed a brief 5-second teaser for the new Caldera map. So I'm assuming we'll see something similar to this at the end of the multiplayer reveal for Modern Warfare 2. We'll likely get some sort of cinematic trailer that kind of gives us a sneak peek into maybe the Warzone 2 map. And they might even share a date for when Warzone 2 will officially release. If you're a big Warzone player, I would not expect too much information about the future of Warzone, probably just a lot of high-level information about it. I'm going to guess there's not going to be many details about the map or anything that's going to be changing in Warzone, so don't get your hopes up too high if you are very interested in the Warzone 2. They will also be discussing Warzone Mobile. I don't expect there to be much information extra regarding Warzone Mobile, except for maybe a date for when Warzone Mobile will be available. I'm sure Warzone Mobile is just going to basically be a copy and paste of what we see on console moved on to mobile. So a lot of that information will go hand in hand with the future of Warzone segment of the show. Please remember to like and subscribe for more Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty League content if that is something you're interested in. I want to see if I can hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year, so I definitely need your support to hit that number. Probably the most interesting part of this event is going to be the live gameplay. They're flying out a bunch of streamers and creators to play the beta live, record footage that they'll be able to use on their own YouTube channels, and you'll be able to see some gameplay of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 beta. It's likely going to be a lot of 6v6 gameplay, but we might see some bigger modes like Ground War as well, maybe even something like Gunfight. My guess is we'll probably see around 4 to 5 maps, and it'll likely be a couple hours of gameplay, maybe like an hour of 6v6 and an hour of another mode like Gunfight or Ground War. I wouldn't expect too much gameplay, but it's definitely possible that they give us more than a few hours of gameplay. Depends on really the time of the stream. If what I said earlier, let's say they start at 5 p.m. Pacific, let's say the actual show itself before the gameplay ends at like 6 p.m. Pacific, they're not going to want to do tons of hours of gameplay because that'll be going late into the night. So don't expect too much more than a handful of hours of gameplay, but definitely going to be enough for us to get a good look at things like some maps, guns, movement, create a class and gunsmith, and a whole bunch of extra stuff that I'm sure we're going to be getting videos on from the creators, which will likely be able to record gameplay outside of just the normal live gameplay we're going to see at the event. They also mentioned redacted info and surprises on their blog. I'm sure we'll see things like viewership rewards, likely being in the form of beta codes or maybe some blueprints that you can use right now in Warzone. I'm sure we'll see something like that. Beta codes would definitely be something we'll most likely see. I'm not sure what other redacted info like they mentioned on the blog we could see. I'm sure they have the capabilities to pretty much tell us anything about the game, because once this event comes around, it'll be about a month and a half out from the actual launch of the game. So of course, most of the base game will be completed at this point, considering we will be playing the beta, and then they'll be fixing things from problems we see and report during the beta. I wouldn't expect too much out of this Call of Duty Next event. This is Activision and Infinity Ward and Call of Duty at the end of the day, and they pretty much don't like to give away too much information. They like to tease a lot of things, so don't get your hopes up too high. But I personally am definitely excited, most importantly for the multiplayer reveal and then the live gameplay of the beta, and then following that we have weekends of the actual beta for us to play. PlayStation weekends, of course, come first. I don't play on PlayStation, I play on PC, so unfortunately I will be watching gameplay just like the rest of my fellow PC and Xbox players, but we will have our time to shine and get on the gameplay and get on the beta, which will be awesome. If you enjoyed this content and want to hear more about the comings of MW2, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Like I said earlier, I want to hit 100 subs, and I can't do that without your support. And with that being said, hopefully I will see you all in the next video.